Alright. Well, that sucked. We should be better off now, though. Alright, so back to what I was trying to do. Yeah, so for anybody watching on YouTube, sadly, I just did something really stupid and had to delete the last stream, so, yeah, a lot of progress was missed on the game mode, but the, basically, I don't know, you'll see the features as I continue to make the game mode, but for anybody who is live, they got to see what I was working on, so I'll keep working for another hour or so, and hopefully this video will not need to be deleted, because I'm not going to do that same stupid thing again. But, okay. So, the exponent I need to adjust is going to be the damage increase. Right now it's 1.25, which is really high. It's going to get huge. So my target for this game mode is for the game to end by round 30 every game, no matter what. Because round 30 on a 4-player game mode is a really long game. That's like 2 hours. So, they should never make it past round 30. If they do, great, whatever. Maybe it's a 2-player game, whatever. But when I do my exponent calculation, it's going to be up to round 30. So it'll be 1.25 to the 30th times 45, which should give us... Okay, so they'll be hitting it for 36,000 damage on round 30. On round 10, they'll be hitting for 400 damage, which is a problem. I want them to hit for more, because if you're only getting hit for 500 damage, you're... I mean, 500 damage on round 10, when you've probably already got 100,000 damage, is nothing. Or, I mean, 100,000 health. So, I'm probably going to bump it up to, like, 1.4. Okay, now they're hitting for 1,000. Still is not great. The problem is, this is an exponential curve. I may have to flatten it a bit. So... Because if I go to 30, this is probably going to be int max value. It's really high. It's 8 million, right? They'll be hitting max damage by, like... I mean, this is ridiculous. So I think what I'm going to do instead of increasing this exponent is I'm actually going to do, like... 45 times the round number. So, like, 45 times 20... So then they're doing 78,000 damage. Here they're doing 8,000 damage on round 10, which is too much. So maybe I'll do... Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not right. So yeah, they're doing like 4,000 damage on round 10. Which is probably okay. On round 5, they'll be doing 600 damage. And on round 2, they'll be doing 100 damage. Or actually, technically, this will be round 1. So on round 1, they'll be able to 5-hit you. Plus the 2 buffer hits. So 6 hits. I actually kind of like this. Let me check what round 30 is going to be. See if it's a ridiculous number. Yeah, it is. It's 1 million. But that's okay. So, the way I have the game mode set up as well, you would never actually get that high. You would actually only ever get... you'd only ever get to 10,000 max. Which I may change to 20,000. So max hit values in my headers... Oh, I did change to 20,000. Okay, so that's good. So we'll leave the exponent alone, but what we'll do is we'll go into the game mode, and each round the damage that they do, which is done in here. Yeah. And they'll never do more than 30% of your health. So you'll always get 6 hit at most. We'll change that to 34% so that it's a 3 hit down plus the 2. So level zombie scalar time result. So results the base damage they do, which is normally like 45. So we'll do times level dot round number. I believe round number is the correct variable, but I will check. Yeah, it is. Okay, so wait, is that the one they Zor? No. No, it's not. Okay. And they'll never hit for less than 45. So hopefully that works. Okay. Balancing aside, let's go ahead and get to... So I need to do Wonder Fits. Boxes are good. I also need to make it to where Gobbleguns don't get used. I'm going to do that now, because that's not actually that hard. And Leaf, if you're watching, this will be the fun one for you, because you need to pay attention to ZMBGB. But BGB are the Gobblegums. Bubblegum. So, I think it's just ZMBGB. Yeah. So, let me close Magic Box, Sliders, do Funk. So in here is where they determine whether your Gobblegums actually get used. These are the hash variables that get used. And this is the function that gets called whenever you... whenever the game ends, you'll get this function called, which is report loot consume. And this variable here is how many you've used of your Gobblegum. So whenever this variable, or whenever this gets called, this will, and this is per player. So what'll happen is this is your bubblegum pack. I think. Yeah. So for each gum in your bubblegum pack, if this variable, which is the number, or basically your number for how many you've used, is not defined, or you didn't use any of them, it'll continue. So basically the idea is that you want to either null that variable out, or you want to always set it to 0, or even set it to a negative number so that you can never possibly use all your Gobblegums. I'm going to set it to a negative number because it's the easiest thing to modify. I'm going to really quickly just make sure that that's not going to break anything other than what we want it to break. So you see it does a plus plus, but it never actually checks if it's less than 0. So... yeah. So we can set this variable to 0 essentially after the player spawns, or set it to a negative number, and their Gobblegums will never get used, which is really useful. Unfortunately, that will also make their Gobblegums unlimited use, but I don't give a shit, honestly, because the price will be too expensive for them to buy it unlimited times. So whenever you spawn in my game mode, for each BGB in your Gobblegum pack, which I believe is the correct. Here we go. We are going to set the number you've used to negative 999. Sorry if you have, if you try to use the gobblegum over 1,000 times, you're going to use your gobblegum. But that's impossible, so I'm not worried about it. And I'll go ahead and test this with my gobblegums. So I've got this number of each of them. And I should be able to just go use the gobblegum machine and be fine. Okay, so let's use my gobblegum. Shopping free. So it says I've used one. If I end the game, I should see. Or wait, it's not even going to report it if the game ends that quickly. And yeah, it's good. I need to just end the game normally though. So I have to go comment out my fast quit. Which really I should just set a variable for that, but where do I call fast quit? Yeah, it's in dev. Okay, I'll buy it again. Fear in the headlight. All right. I wonder what this does to enemy players. Probably nothing, right? Nah, it does nothing to him. Okay, so if I end the game... So I should have 10 whenever I go back into the lobby. Okay, and yep, we're at 10. So that means whenever you're playing this game mode, you won't use any gobblegums, which is good because I don't want people to be afraid to use their gobblegums. I kind of feel like the direction Trek should have went with gobblegums is make them unlockable instead of loot consumables. But they never did, so I feel like you should have been like each level you should have been able to like earn a new gobblegum. Or like kind of how the Destiny perk system is, you can like earn enough XP to unlock a gobblegum. I think it would have been cool. Or even like earn more gobblegums instead of this RNG shit. I really do feel like it's kind of a shame that you've got a limited quantity of each of them, but it makes sense why. Or like they should implement an in-game currency to be able to use gobblegums, like based on the round. Like imagine if you could pull up a menu where you select the gobblegum that you want to purchase with your token. You get a token each round, and you can buy a gobblegum to use that round just because you played the game. That would be cool, but it's what it is, so we'll work around it. And then, of course, you know, in actual mod tools, you don't have to worry about that because you can't mod stats, so. But in pubs, it's something you have to be concerned with. You don't want people using their gums on accident. Okay. So now I want to mess with the gobblegum cost since I'm already here. I'm pretty sure it's just they have like a big initialization. I think it's in BGB token. No. BGB token is the liquid divinium. I need to figure out where the. Oh, it's BGB machine, I think. Okay. So BGB in use. Of course, it's in use. So these are all their variables, I think, that are modified for like how many uses you can use per round. So this is probably how many times you can use it per round. I don't know what this variable is, but I remember it's something related to the cost. It's like the default cost or something. This is the round. This is the number of rounds between the exponent increase, I think. There's a lot of shit in here, but. Okay, so they have the base cost here. I'm assuming these are all the BGB machines. And the number of uses the current location. So this is old because this is what used to move the machine, like the mystery box. Which, damn, I could do the same thing with the gobblegum machines as I did with the mystery boxes, where if you use it, it deactivates it. Maybe I should. Because then people would not be inclined to spam roll it, since they have... Okay. So, I don't know what this variable is. Old cost and base cost. So the base cost... And then we also have that DVAR that basically makes the first hit free every round, which we need to disable. And I don't know... I have to find where that DVAR is. SCR first gum... So we need to do set DVAR, first gum free 0. This is the cost function, I guess. This is where they do all the cost calculation and the exponents and stuff. So I'm going to use this to modify the cost. I'm wondering if there's even an override for this, because they're pretty good about adding overrides where they need them. It does not look like they have one, though. Not that I can immediately see. So, that's okay. SCR first gun free. So we'll set this to 0. Because we don't want the first gun to be free. Okay. This is the number of uses, I guess, the player has used the gobblegum machine this round. This variable is used as a multiplication constant. Okay, so level.round number over this. I believe this is the number of rounds in between each increase. We will actually just change this to 1. We want it to increase each round. We'll change this power to be our exponent that we want to use. I believe this is like 2. Okay, so it's 2. Wow, they do 2 to the n? What the fuck? That's so risky. I mean, I guess... Think about it, though. So 2 to the n. 2 to the 32 isn't max value. It means if you go 320 rounds, which you're not supposed to be able to do, but if you go to 320 rounds, you'll produce a negative gobblegum machine cost. Actually, you'll probably just brick the VM, because PAL probably does not... Actually, never mind, they use floats. This is definitely using a float, so... Maybe not. Okay. So, we'll change this variable to be 1. And then we will change... What is this number? Okay, this clamps. Oh, they do have a clamp. So they have a max value for this exponent. They put it to 10, so it'll never go over 10. So we're going to change this clamp to be 30. Clamp for round exponent. And then this number is going to be the base exponent to the power of this number. So if I set this to like... I assume this is the base cost of the machine. So yeah, 1,000. And I assume... We don't want this to double either. So... Have I made this? Oh, wait, never mind. That would brick it. Okay, so this is the base cost. So I need to set this variable to be equal to whatever the exponent is. So... Now we're in incognito, I've learned. Okay, so times 1.15 to the 30th times, let's say, 1,000. That means the gobblegum would cost you 66,000. Given that I want a player to have to spend quite a bit for a gobblegum, I'm going to change this to 10,000. And I will change this to... Well, now that would make the base cost 10,000, which I can't do that. Maybe I'll do 2,500. So that puts it up to 165,000 per gobblegum, which on round 30 is reasonable. So let's see what round 20 looks like. What in the variables? So 105 to the... So that's 40k on round 20. I like that. 10k on round 10. Honestly, I like this. I like this. This formula right here is good. So I'll set the exponent to 1.15. exponent. And then this is the base cost, which will be set to 2,500. And then you will never be able to buy another BGB anyway, so this will just leave alone for now. If 500 not equals the base cost, cost equals cost minus 500 minus base cost. I don't know what the hell that's about. So, next thing I want to do is adjust what after they buy it one time. Okay, so shopping free would allow them to buy it. Will allow them to buy anything for free. I think it's okay, but I don't want them to be able to buy the Gobblegum again. So this hash is probably the hash for whenever the Gobblegum is purchased. This is what happens when the Gobblegum is offered. So this is the hash that occurs whenever okay. So this is the hash that occurs. So I need to basically do the same thing I did with the other box. Where this, we wait for this hash, and then once we receive that hash, we close the Gobblegum. Jesus, 40,000 for Gobblegum? Yeah, it gets expensive on, I don't know how much you played Black Ops 3, but it does get that expensive, like, regularly in the game. So I'm sure there's a way to hide and show these. So this is going to be the function that runs on the machine. These are the Gobblegum machines. And then I need to figure out how they move. So they literally copy-pasted the code of the mystery box. You see they have the .hidden variable. They have a client field for it. So we'll need to use that. Then they have this, which is the show function, I believe. What is this function here? So this is... Okay, this is the hide function, I think. So it's false or true that it takes, and I'm assuming we probably just want false here. So that'll hide the machine. And then of course we want to be able to bring it back. Wait. This disables them. So false disables them. I believe 1 enables them? That doesn't make any sense. That's not what that function looked like it did. But you can see it's being used here. And this is like the fire sale setup for them. I mean, I guess I'll just have to try, but... I believe this is going to be the function to show them. We also have to set the client field that shows they're there, otherwise they will not appear as on. Then we have hidden and whatever this variable is. So I'll just bring those with me because I'm assuming those need to be set too. And then this is probably the function that we're going to need. So arriving Oh, and open. Okay, okay, so yeah, this is the thing that sets its state. Nice. So... Okay, so we want arriving, probably? This is turning on the fire. So honestly... Okay. This is the... Okay. So this is the function that we would use, essentially, to just enable them all. I'm not going to argue with their code. So... that means as well... Hopefully this isn't private. It's not. So, okay. Now we just need the header and to use BGB machine on all their functions. So let me add the header to it. Okay. All right. So we'll take this function and move this into the per round function. We'll remove this because this is the fire sale code. I do not know what this variable is for. I believe this variable is whether they're here. Okay, yeah. So this will basically just check to make sure that if it's not already there, if not already showing, show it. We need the BGB machine prefix there. So this will show all gobble machines. Then we also need to do the thread on all of them. So for each BGB and that, or we'll say machine to be more concise. Machine thread one gobble only. Okay. So we'll put this here. While one self wait till this hash. I think that's okay. I don't remember how to use hashes, but hopefully that'll work. So this variable will get set to 0. We'll set it to be hidden. I'm not actually going to touch the hidden yet. It may not be necessary. So the client field, set it to 0. We may not need to do that either. I'm going to leave that alone for now. I think the only thing I'm going to do is call this function. So self thread this function. Actually, let me make sure I was threading up here too. Yeah, I was. Okay. Take that namespace with me. And this should just straight up hide the machine. Okay, so now what should happen is each machine will wait until it's purchased, hide itself, and then each round they will all be shown. Let's test. Joker, what's up, man? Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat because I needed to remember what all these hashes were. Oh, great. We crashed. 6DD 90EC. What is 68DD 9DEC? Hold on. I'll move this over so you guys can see what I'm seeing. So that means one of the hashes didn't go through, or I missed a call somewhere. Zero parameters, so it's this one. So either this, it's mad because... Okay, what the hell? This should work. Okay, let me try this. Maybe the compiler's just fucking retarded. Because obviously that's not the name of the function, because this is a hash literal. Man, that sucks if that's the case. I thought function worked. Yes, I do say the game gets mad whenever it crashes. It got mad at me, and it beeped angrily. I'm telling you, man, there's an angry Windows beep that you know whenever you hear it. When you inject and you hear that angry Windows beep, you know you fucked up. I need like a days since last crashed counter. And it would be really easy to manage because it would always be 0. But it would be interesting if it ever got past 1. Worst case, I'll just do hash or like namespace because I know those work. But function should work. I'm pretty sure it's in the compiler. Okay, inject. Was I testing on Noct or... No, I wasn't testing on Noct. I did test on Kino. Because Kino has all these things. I could probably test Gobblegum easier. Well, no, Gobblegum's in the first room for every map, so it doesn't matter. I want to get Revelations, because Revelations is a fun map. Revelations would be a clusterfuck with this game mode. I don't think... The only time you would see players is the players who get to Pack-a-Punch first. Like, if you got to Pack-a-Punch first, you'd be, like, the king of the map, and you would just camp it the entire game. I think that's also what's going to happen with this mode, is people are going to camp Pack-a-Punch. Okay, no crash. So, yeah, that was the issue. That's really stupid. That was lame as fuck. Okay. So it costs 500 right now, which is not correct. But it should still kill itself. Are you gonna die? Yep, it's dead. That's cool. I've never seen the machine stuck like this before. Unless it always turned red like this. I don't remember. It's been so long since the machines have done this. I thought it just shut off. I know. It like, there's an animation it does, but I guess it's just like... It's mad. Okay, so they're back, and the machine's coming back to life. That's sick. Okay, so that part works at least. And he's red. Okay. One thing I should try just to... Well, no, I don't give a fuck. Okay, so now I need to fix that price. So I remember this was an issue back when I was modding it before we had a compiler. And I remember there was something with the base cost that does that. Like, it only uses that function if they've purchased it more than once or something. So let me see. Like, this only... Okay, so they have to have always purchased it at least one time for this function to get called. So the only solution is every round, each player will automatically have this variable set to 1, no matter what. Okay. So where is this set to 0? What? This has to be set to 0 somewhere. What's up, Hugo? You have a new logo, Leaf? Let's see it. Okay, so it's done in BGB. So this is set to 0. I guess on the round start? Or no, this is the first... Here we go. Okay. What is util? I hope I don't freeze doing this. I wonder if this is ever used. It is not. Okay, so this, I can just define this function here, and it will never reset their counter. Which isn't great. But what I can do, the trick that I can do, is make this function actually set their gobblegum counter to 0. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to define this function. And equals player BGB buys 1. So wait, does this want to return? Okay, so this checks. Why do they call it twice? That doesn't matter. We'll always return. So we always need to return true with this. But we also do need to do self dot this. Set this to 1 every time. And return true. And I'm assuming we're going to have to call this on the player when they spawn in the first time. Okay. And they should make it to where it always, by default, costs like the round value. So you're not going to just spawn in and buy a gobblegum. You just put in... Yeah. Okay. I think if you were... I don't know. I was going to say, if you're going to do that, maybe the vertical plane needs to be a little bit thinner. But I don't know. I've seen that, like, design done for a lot of letters. Like, my friend's first, like, business design was that kind of fold. And he did it with an M. But yeah, that's alright. Okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, it sets the first cost, and then if I buy it, it's not gonna let me buy it again until next round. Okay. I don't think double points works on these assholes. It doesn't, but that's okay. It's not supposed to. If you could double points, you could literally just kill somebody with a lot of points during a double points and just win. Which would be cool, but probably pretty cheesy. These bots are just trading blows. Okay, yep, there he goes. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. I know why I got down that time. It's the fucking bot. Little bastard. Well, I can't test, but I know it works, because it worked when I spawned in. Okay. I'd say I wish you could post... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, people would just spam, like, porn and shit. Okay. So... Gobblegums work. And now we just have to set Wonderfit's prices. Let me think if there's anything... Nah, I don't want to do anything else with Gobblegums. I think I'm good. I might tune some Gobblegums at some point, like adjust the way they work, but I will not be doing anything else with them for now. So I need to figure out how the Wonderfits works. I don't even remember what it's called. I think it's just a perk machine. Well, I thought it was. So I'm betting it's going to be in one of the map dumps. Or it's probably in shared, actually. No. Oh wait, no, it's definitely not going to be in Zod because there's no Wonderfits in Zod. That's a problem. I may not be able to mess with the Wonderfits unless there's like a level array of them. ZM perk random? Okay, that's it. Oh, boom. That's fucking easy. Okay. And actually, I'm pretty sure it'll get mad if that's not an int, so I'll just do int this times this. And wonder if it should get adjusted, I think. If it's that simple, it's that simple. There's sometimes you get lucky. It has its own weird ass name. Oh, never mind, I was thinking of something else. Yeah. I knew it was gonna be in the map scripts because it's not on some of the maps. Oh, what did I just do? I hit task manager. Did my music stop? It did. Okay, let's pick another one. Chill step. Gonna fucking put me to sleep. Whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna be streaming for much longer. Okay. So what was I gonna test? Oh, Wonderfits. Okay. I should probably make all the Wonderfits machines operate just like the normal perks or the other random things, but I just cannot be asked. Like I cannot be asked at all. Because then I have to modify like all the locations, and it's probably going to require some map scripts to be ported in, and I just cannot deal with that shit. Oh yeah, I got to turn on power. Okay, so yeah, that worked. It was literally that easy. Sometimes it'd be like that. Did he add defines? What do you mean? Hash define has been in this since the very beginning. I don't know what you mean. They're not highlighted, but it doesn't matter if they're highlighted. Because this like GSC plugin was not written by the compiler dev. It's just some random person's GSC highlighting script. You see how much damage that bot just did to me? I had like 25k, and he just like shot me down to 1,000. So bugged. Yeah, I probably... Oh, what? Why is the Gobblegum 500? No! My fucking method didn't work. That sucks. I wonder why. I mean, worst case, I can just, for each player every round, run that function on a delay. It's still gonna die, though. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I just about killed myself with a purchase. That's nice. It's not possible to kill yourself with a purchase. I was not that brutal. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Well, I know what to do then. Actually, that doesn't need to be threaded. There's no reason. So you're just setting the health to the player's score? Basically, yeah. It's both ways, obviously. So when you get points, your health updates, and whenever you take damage, the points go down. If they take damage, it lowers their score. Yeah. Yeah, basically. Okay, so wonder if it's easy. So my to-do's dead now. So I'll have to make another one. So everything in the game scales. I think tonight I'm off stream. I may look into the spawning system because it's going to take me a very long time. But I think as far as like scaling stuff's price, we're probably good. I want to test it on like shadows and see what happens though. Because I've only ever tested it on Zombies Chronicles maps, so I want to see what happens on the base game. Like, I want to see what happens with the perks and stuff. I'm hoping I don't freeze, but you never know. This intro, I hate this intro. It takes forever. Round progression is usually annoying to get perfect feel. I can't imagine how annoyed Treyarch would have gotten. Yeah, I think that's why they don't do game modes as well. It's just really hard to balance. Oh, I know one thing that I do need to do is the round ends check. Like if all the players die, it resets the round. Okay, so the bot spawned in. This perk, I assume, is going to tell me it costs 560, but I can't buy it. I wonder what happens with this, what this does to my health. So, blah, blah. Oh, can I damage him with this? Okay, that's kind of fucked. I need to... Oh, no, I didn't think about that. I need to disable that. You can literally go into God mode and just go fucking one-tap people. That's fucked up. Okay, I have to disable that. It gave me so many points too. It gave me 10,000 per hit. That is busted. Okay, so the perks still work. And my health is still good. Oh, see, I got one tap by the bot though. Shit's crazy. Look, she just fucked him up. What the hell? I want to see who wins this. I want to see which bot wins. I might actually respawn because they got a nuke. If that killed all the zombies, I'll respawn. Yes! Fuck you, losers! Alright. I'm not dying again. I'm just gonna cheese them. It's so fucking dumb. Oh man, that should not be a thing. Can you? No, you can't do that, if I remember. Oh, Playmaker, I'm sorry, I didn't read. I'm making a custom game mode. Basically, the idea of the game mode is that your health is your points. And your points is your health. And it's also player versus player. Obviously, you know, when the game mode's done, you won't all be spawning in the same spot, stuff like that, but there's a lot of little tweaks that go into it. Stuff like that. So wait, why was that 1,500? That's not the correct price. Or is it? No, because I set the base price at like 2,500 times a number. Okay, so that's not working either, I guess. So that still works. So that costs 3,000. That's also not correct. How long have I been working on it? 4 days? Probably. I started it on stream a few days ago. So yeah, something like that. I haven't really got to work on it the past couple days, but I've worked on it a little bit. Wondering what happens once I buy the... Oh wait, it'll tell me like it's maxed out. You can't buy more than 3. I should probably remove that limit, to be fair. Trying to think of where another Gobblegum is. I thought there's one up here. It was like in here. Maybe I'm thinking of the Beast. So I know there's another Gobblegum in the other districts. I guess I'll just go to the other districts and check. So you gonna be at the Steam Workshop, or are you just making it for fun and not gonna upload it? It's not even built for the Steam Workshop. It's built for Infinity Loader, which is another kind of way of loading the mods. Because I don't think a lot of this would even be possible with mod tools, because of how much they restrict the scripts. Like, you can't use hashed variable names and stuff, so it's kind of a pain. But with the tool chain I'm using, I'm able to do a lot more. So at least the box works. Oh, I want to see what a sniper does, because I've never had a sniper versus the bots. I haven't seen anything like this on the Steam Workshop. Yeah. I mean, it's possible. You just have to be really crazy with your development. I'm dead. Please don't kill me. Okay, they didn't kill me. Okay, so it's like a one-tap, basically. That's nice. I like that. So, yeah, Gobblegum's not working, though. That sucks. I wonder if it's working on the other maps, or if it's just Shadows where it's doing that. I'll have to go check the other maps. Perk prices are working, though, I think. Oh, wait, I haven't checked... well, yeah, I did. I checked Quick Revive. And I think if I went over here... Oh, man, but that means you're not going to be able to power on the... You're not gonna be able to power on the perk machines if I just disable beast mode, so I'll have to like manually power on all the perks. Damn, that sucks. That's fine. I know how to do it. On PC, it's so easy to just change your direction and the zombies won't even hit you. Okay, so let me add to my to-do. Fix SOE beast mode. Disable it. Auto power on perks. Fix gobble gum progression. Did I watch that YouTube video I sent you? Probably not. Oh, yeah, the ray gun thing. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to really watch it because I'm streaming. So Infinity Loader is just a Steam Workshop alternative? No, it's a lot more than that. Infinity Loader is basically... Infinity Loader is your GSC compiler for all of the games that track, or that are not official mod tools available for. Not all of them, of course, but a lot of them, like Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, 2, 3, and World at War. Those are all getting added to the tool. Right now it's only MW2 and MW3, so there's a private compiler for Black Ops 3, but it's like a massive extension on your modding capabilities, basically. And I've always been interested in how menu mods are made. Like, it's my dream to develop my own script, and I don't even know how to start. Well, first thing, go get yourself either GSC Studio, GSX Studio, or Infinity Loader. And I have tutorials on my channel. I have a series that will allow you to make your own menu base. And you can follow that. There's also tons of different projects released by the community that are open source. You can download other people's projects and edit them and kind of learn how the languages work. There are dumps out there of the GSC scripts for most COD games, which you can download and study so you can see kind of how the scripts work. You can learn the basic syntax just by kind of exploring the scripts or looking up basic programming tutorials for something like Java or C#. And all of those different things you can combine. It just takes a lot of time and effort. If it's your dream, then you should definitely go watch my videos to kind of see how the setup works and everything. And I also have a lot of streams on my channel where I develop GSC, so you can kind of see the workflow that I take when I'm developing a project, and hopefully that'll give you kind of a better idea of how you should look at things. And there's a lot of other GSC devs as well that release free projects that are open source and all that kind of stuff. So I started with Python to get to know the basics. I don't know if it's right to get to this point. Python is probably honestly closer to GSC than a lot of languages, so Python's probably actually a good idea. Python has no type safety. The difference is going to be like brackets and indentation. Of course, syntax is going to change between languages, but Python's good. JavaScript is probably the closest thing to GSC, though. They've kind of essentially taken C++ and JavaScript, and it's closer to JavaScript, but they're starting to add things in the newer Call of Duties like function pointers and all sorts of, well, not function pointers, but actual memory pointers and stuff, which is interesting, so yeah. I mostly just mess around with zombies menus offline. Yeah, that's what a lot of people do. But I kind of like going online and, because there's a lot of people who won't ever try the mod tools or anything like that. And you go online with them and play with them for a bit, and they get interested, and they're like, oh, what is this? This is cool. And then they want to, explore mods. I mean, with a game like this, there's so much you can do. So it's kind of a shame that the devs did not give us access to the full set of scripts. It's very disappointing, but okay. So I'm gonna test the gobblegums on Kino and go back to the BGB script because I want to see why Oh wait, no, it's in actual BGB. I want to see why this is not being executed. Oh, this needs to return false. That's why. But yeah, see, okay, so I know what it is. It's something that needs to get threaded and delayed because there is a script that runs this first. So these variables here need to be moved. This variable here needs to get moved to a delay. Wait 3. I think this is threaded. Let me make sure. It'd be in main. Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't even need that GC open. So, yeah, I bet it's just the game type script getting run later. What people think modding is like versus what modding is actually like. I don't know what you mean, man. A while ago, I was looking for an online menu for this game. Thought I would try it, but the only menu I could find was $100. Yeah, that's what happens. I mean, when the market's small, people charge really, really high prices. Which, I mean, it's their right to, you know. If you make a project, you can charge whatever the hell you want, but why did I just test Kino again? I can't stand opening zombies, it takes so long. It takes like 10 seconds. Yeah, I need to get a better computer. Man, my aim is awful. I should hit that mystery box. Okay, so let's check Gobblegum. Gobblegum's fine. So Gobblegum works good. If it's $100, I would just rather make my own menu. You'd think so, but okay, GSC is really easy to make a menu, right? The difference is the people who have menus for these games are doing it in C++, which is a completely different story. Is it still doable? Yes. Is it as easy as GSC? Definitely not. So, depending on the size of their menu, they could have easily put 100 hours or more into it. And charging $100 for a project that you've put that long into, I completely understand. Would I ever do it for modding? Probably not. But it makes perfect sense why they would do that. I know Python, JavaScript, and a little bit of C#. That's great, man, but you really need C++ for this kind of thing. You're not going to write a JavaScript menu. There are people who have done it, but that's because they've integrated the JavaScript environment in C++. Realistically, you just need to learn GSC and you can make a menu just fine. Well, you have to have menu or GSC supported on that game. And for Black Ops 3, GSC is not supported publicly, so they can't make menus. The menu gave every DLC for free, though. I feel like that was the main reason the menu was so much money. I didn't even know that's possible, but that's cool. Yeah, that's definitely probably one of the reasons people purchased it. That's also a great way to get Activision to sue the ever-living shit out of you, though. So the Gobblegum's not working still. There must be some custom implementation of it on Shadows of Evil that I'll have to look at. Anyways, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream tonight while I debug. And, I will probably... okay, just get one tap by a bot. Okay, I'll probably stream again, like... what's today's? Today's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday. I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe. I don't want to stream too much because then people won't watch, but I do want to work on this game mode a lot. So what I'll probably do is get most of the game mode, or like work on the game mode a little bit more tomorrow. But I also have other projects to work on too, so that's a thing. Yeah, I'll probably stream again like Tuesday or Wednesday or something. So didn't T7 get sued? Yeah, they did. Yep, that's what happens. So that's why you gotta be careful too. That's why I'm kind of reluctant to release any of my stuff because I don't want to get sued. And I mean, I haven't, you know, legally speaking, I haven't done anything wrong, but anyway, y'all, hopefully you enjoyed the stream. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you in the next one.